Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, when your humble girl, Anidebe, aka La Cruz, La Queen, La Vibe. So I promised I was going to come with a returning episode, right? Okay, unpopular opinion and specific opinions and unpopular demand of what life has really taught people. And I got a lot of messages, my DM on fire, text messages, calls, chats and all that. So I will put in some of their responses and their letters right into this video. So listen, learn, relearn and unlearn. Okay, so some of their opinions will be up, so please watch this video to the end. Don't forget, I appreciate NNELLY Nation, and if you are a new subscriber, please do not be left behind. Join the moving train by subscribing, liking, sharing and commenting. All right, so let's go straight to the video.
Hi, my name is Blessing Osas. You can call me Osas for short. I'm going to talk about 3 lessons I've learned from life. And the first lesson is you need God. Like, you cannot do life without God. Like, life is not doable without God. So I'm just gonna say that one thing I've learned from life is you need God. Okay, you need God. The second thing is patience. Like, you need to be patient with life. Like, just trust God and trust the process. I know it might not happen exactly how you planned, things might not turn out the way you wanted, but you know, just trust the process and be patient. Never give up. Like, men, I've learned this, that you just have to keep pushing and pushing and pushing. Okay, they say now who give up, now lose. Okay, so keep pushing, never give up, chase your dream, chase your goal. You might make mistakes here and there, but never ever give up. Okay, and also one thing I've learned is that, you know, whatever situation may look like, there's always a testimony out of it. I've learned to believe that whatever my situation may look like, it might not be pleasing at the moment, it might not look it at the moment, but I've learned to hold and trust God that, you know, He's going to make everything beautiful. Like, He's going to make a testimony out of a mess. Like, that's the kind of God we serve. So I just learned to trust God. I know it's hard sometimes, but one thing I've learned from life is that trust God. Okay, that's why I went back to my first point. Hold on to God dearly. Okay, some days it might be hard, it might be difficult, but I've learned that we don't have any other choice. Okay, it's just God we have, right? And I also want to mention that you should learn to honor and respect people. It doesn't matter their age, it doesn't matter their race, it doesn't matter where they're from, it doesn't matter their class. Okay, whatever you think, respect people, be nice to people, greet your elders. Okay, greet your elders, be nice to people, help people when you can. Okay, you don't know this world. Okay, we need each other. Okay, help people, you know, respect people, and also be careful the kind of cycle you know, associate yourself with. Build people who will motivate you to be better, build people who will encourage you, build people who will motivate you. As I said, okay, we don't be with people who are toxic, don't be people who are competing with you, and just trust God, because sometimes you might not even know who is who. Okay, so you see who you relate with. Okay, your network, they say, is your net worth. Okay, so your network is your net worth. So be careful who you relate with, who you stay around with. It is very, very important to know all these things. Okay, yeah, these are just the few lessons out of the many lessons I've learned in my years on earth. Okay, yeah, do not forget to subscribe to this channel, Nneoma and Anidebe channel, and bye.
Things life has taught me. Indeed, life has really taught me a lot, and we all know, as we age, as we grow, we dump a lot of things and we learn and unlearn. All right, so in a nutshell, I'm going to summarize some of the things life has taught me. Number one, life has really taught me how to be patient. I mean, patience is a virtue. So life has really taught me to be very, very patient and take the process like one step at a time. When things are not really working out for me, I just have to hold on to God and believe for the best. Like, be patient. There's this quote, or rather things I look at sometimes or most times when I feel like, oh, when I'm overwhelmed, or when things are not really going the way I want. It's always on my phone, so it's more like a note that I look at each time, every day, even simultaneously or unconsciously I look at them, and it says, don't rush. If you rush, you crush. So these are the things that when I look at them, I'll be like, slow down, speedy queen, slow down, just take it, gentle, small. So it's one of those things. Another thing life has really taught me is consistency. Yeah, consistency is good. In short, consistency over perfection, because you can't be a perfectionist, or rather you can't get it all figured out. So when you try to be perfect, you see yourself losing it all. So it's better that you are consistent, and I believe when you are consistent, you always get better than not trying at all or trying to perfect at one. So life has really taught me how to be consistent in everything I'm doing. And yes, as a YouTuber too, if you are not consistent, there's no way you will grow. So it's one of those things that life has taught me, even in your career or whatever, your area, anything you are doing, if you're not consistent, you won't be seeing great results. Another huge thing life has really taught me is having the God factor. I mean, there's nothing I will do, or there's nothing or decisions I will make without letting God in. It's a standard here. It's a standard. I let him in my decisions. I let him in my thoughts. I let him in my next agenda, like my next goals, my plans. It has really helped me. And at times when things don't really go the way I want, I try to keep it to God, Father, you know about this. I believe God knows about everything going on with me. So by doing that, I let every load, every unnecessary things don't bother me, and especially things I can't control, things I don't really have the control over, I don't let it bother me. And once I bring anything to God in prayer, I see things working and believing with faith, and God does it for me. He do it with no reserve, completely. So that's one of the things, or some of the things life has really taught me: to uphold God, being consistent in everything I'm doing, and also exercising patience, mindfulness, knowing that if you didn't work out with this, it would definitely work out. So that's all I can say. Please do not forget to subscribe to Nneoma Anidebe's YouTube channel. And don't forget your baby girl. Once you are done watching this particular video, please consider checking on my channel, Joy Chisom TV. Thank you guys. I love you all.
Okay. Two major things that life has taught me. Number one, life has taught me that no one knows tomorrow. No one knows tomorrow, and be careful how you treat people. You understand? You have to be careful how you treat people, because there's only God that knows tomorrow. Nobody knows tomorrow. And learn to treat people right. And so I try my best to be there for people. I try my best to love people. Try my best to do the much I can for them. I know I can't do everything. I can't do everything for people, because I'm not El Shaddai. It's only God, the supreme being, that can do all, that can do anything for everybody. You understand? As a human being, I am limited. Myself, I'm limited. But I try as much as possible to treat people right, and be there for people, because truth is, no one knows tomorrow. And then secondly, life has taught me that it's not like family. Nothing like family. See, friends might fail you, friends might disappoint you, friends might backstab you, friends might talk trash behind your back. But you see your family, see your mother, see your father, see your siblings. hold them tight. You see, in your greatest despair, in your time of need, in times where you don't even know what to do, when challenges left, right, center, front, back, the family will be there for you. Through thick and thin, they'll be there for you. So I don't use my family to play. From my immediate family to my extended family, extended meaning my parents, my siblings. I know they carry them play. So basically treat people right, because no one knows tomorrow. Treat people well, no one knows tomorrow. And then secondly, family is everything. Thank you.
So good evening, good morning, good afternoon from wherever you are watching from. Still me precious. So I want to talk about 3 things life have actually taught me. Life have taught me to be patient. Just be patient. Everything, there is time and season for everything in life. Everything goes with the process. Everything has a procedure. You don't have to hurry it. You don't have to stress it. Just be patient about life, and then be kind to people, because honestly you wouldn't know where you will meet your helper. So you have to learn to be kind to people. You have to learn to treat people well. You have to learn to take people very seriously. And then lastly, be good, just naturally, not because you are trying to please anyone, but because this is you, this is your lifestyle. It shouldn't cost you anything to do something nice for anyone. If you're in the position to help, please help. It surely comes out in the future to be beneficial to you. First of all, be patient. Secondly, be kind. And then third, be good to people. And I might have to add one, be prayerful, because everything over around God, being there for you, around God, being gracious to you. Thank you.
One of the lessons life has taught me is when it comes to keeping people around you. Be very careful about people you call your friends, people you're comfortable with. Be very careful about them, because men are wicked. People are just evil. You don't really know who wishes you well. They might be smiling with you, they might be laughing with you, but in their hearts they're like, why is this happening to her and not me? Why is this good thing happening to him and not me? I should be the one, not him. Something like that. My dad will always tell me that before I do something, I should try as much as I can not to tell people about it. I should keep it to myself. When I'm done, then I'll see the results. Because the devil, is much better than the angel who don't know. So be careful out there, okay?
Okay, good evening. Good evening from Nigeria. My name is Sharon Nkiruka Akachukwu. Okay, I'm here to tell you guys what life has taught me so far. Yes. So I think I learned how to trust God. Yes, and how to trust God for everything. Because I got to find out that when you tend to do things your own way, when you tend to do things your pattern without consulting God first as your father, we end up making mistakes. I said him in full, 100%. I trusted him, I believed him, and guess what? I took him and I made the doctor a liar, because medically it might seem true, but in the Bible there is nothing like impossibility. Yes, everything is possible through God. Everything is possible through God. Everything is possible through God. So now I am more dependent on God. Life taught me that we cannot keep living our lives without the help of God, without acknowledging God. You get? So I urge you guys to please retrace your step. So if you know that you're no longer in good terms with him, that is God, your father, you need to reconcile with him. And if you know you've not yet given your life to Christ, I urge you to please do so, because I'm a living testimony. Just imagine if I had stayed for 5 years, if I had stayed for 6 years, if I had stayed for 10 years without a baby. You can hear from the background, my baby is making some noise. You will know that God is faithful. He is always there. If you can ask anything in his name, he will do it for you. Believe me. Yes. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
Hi, welcome to NNELLY YouTube channel. So this is my perspective of what life has taught me. I think the two things life has taught me is to be grateful and to be content. To be grateful in terms of the things I have now, the things I'm presently living in one of my answered prayers. I'm presently living in what I wished for before. I'm presently living in basically a prayer answered. Because God is always coming through for his people. And then contentment in the sense of it's good to want to be, this is a Friday, to be in Paris weekending and having the time of my life, or maybe be in Bali or somewhere. But still, I'm grateful because I might not be in Paris now, but I am grateful because I know I can always, worst case scenario, I can afford to go to Ghana next door, or go to Cotonou and relax, or whatever, or go to Lebanon. So I think the two basic things, contentment and the act of being grateful. And please subscribe to NNELLY's YouTube channel, please. She promises to dash me dollars when the money starts rolling in. So you already know it's real, like we are invested. Ciao.